got the Orlando Magic versus the Boston Celtics. So we got 2-1 series count in favor of Orlando, actually, because the Boston Celtics rested their starters a couple games ago. So I gave Orlando the slight edge. Before we pick this series, let me just ask you guys, does either one of you have Orlando winning the series?
Not at all.
I didn't think so. So I think the real question we want to start off and asking ourselves in here, can the Magic win a game in this series? I mean, they have one of the youngest or they have one of the hottest young teams in the league, and they're one of my favorites personally, like
Mm-hmm.
roster wise, for me personally, because they have four Michigan players on the team, and
Mm-hmm.
Franz Wagner is a sensational player coming into his
Crazy.
own and career highs this year, averaging 24, 5, and 5, all career highs for him this year, man. And he's definitely on another level. He's transcended his game to a way better, way higher level than I thought he was going to ever do in the NBA, let alone so quick, like what, 2, 3 seasons in. So he's been doing really good. And then Paolo Banchero, oh my man, this dude,
He's a
I'm still so
stud.
pissed. I'm sick from when he got drafted, bro, because I thought there was a slight hope that he would just drop to like I think it was six the Pistons picked that year in the draft. These motherfuckers picked him at one. They knew he was going to be that damn good, bro. And
Mm.
I knew it because I watched that kid play at Duke so much, and he was just such a ball. He, Paulo Banchero, is going to be a top 5 player in the NBA in the future. I
Soon.
don't know when,
Soon.
soon, sooner than later,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Hell
But
yeah.
like we was talking about, when players like Curry, LeBron, KD,
Yeah.
all hang it up, who's
All
going to
them
be them
gone. Yeah,
superstars
these
to
gonna
step
be
in
the
there?
new guys.
This guy could be that. Paulo Banchero is a sensational young player. But the Magic got the Magic. They have other role players as well. Cole Anthony, he plays more efficient more often than
Man,
not.
he been doing good lately.
Yeah, he has been playing really good, man. He's a good player. He's a young player too, still.
Mm-hmm.
And they have KCP over there, Caldwell Pope. I know he's past his prime. He won his championship in Denver, kind of went and chased the bag, whatever. But he's kind of out there having fun, season lows. But every once in a while, he'll light you up. He'll get hot every once in a while and
He will.
bomb on you from downtown. But a weakness that the Magic do have is they have no true solid big man. No true solid big man. They got Wendell Carter. He's okay, but in my opinion, he would be a better player off the bench. I mean, he
Mm-hmm.
averages 9.7 rebounds. Yeah, that's rather more of a decent guy coming off the bench in my estimation. But like I said, they got some good players on there, and they need like a point guard or a
True
shooting
guard.
guard who can
Mm-hmm.
score and facilitate, rather than a bunch of decent guys who just plug and play.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that the Magic, they don't have all the tools yet, obviously, to beat the Celtics. But to be serious contenders, like I said, they're gonna need like another probably point guard or shooting guard that's starting quality material, as opposed to a bunch of guys that you can just decent guys you can just plug in and play somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, can they win one game? I think the only way they could win one game is if they get really hot. It just downtown bomb and bomb. Bon Carl's going off and
Mm-hmm.
Wagner's going off, and you get like players like Cole Anthony start bombing on you from hit a couple big ones from downtown or whatever, and you just never know. Well, maybe they can squeeze out one, but I think that's the only chance, man. They have to get hot from downtown, and I don't know how hard that's going to be to. I don't know how they're going to be able to manage to do that against a good Celtics defense, man.
Cause they hawk up threes, bro. Like all the time. Wide open threes all the time. Somebody's always gonna be open. Everybody's a shootout there. Al Horford, man, he'll shoot that shit, man, 6, 7 times, whatever, from 3 point range. Like all those guys.
Mhm.
Haas, you got Haas out there, man, killing. You got all those guys over there at the Celtics, man. For real, they're a well-oiled machine, very well coached team. They're gonna do all the things that they need. They just won the chip, man. They still playing at a high level. I mean, it's theirs to win, really. Like I don't see nobody really like matching up with those guys, like athletically. With the two guys with Jay and Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like and Tatum. Nobody really matches up with those guys, bro. You got 1A and 1B with those guys. So with the other guys coming around and doing their things, man, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to get one game, but I think they'll get one game, like you say, just a shooting slump at the end of a game, maybe like game 3 when they play in the Magic. They might get in a shooting slump a little bit, Maybe like closer to the end of the game, might slip one by. But other than that, man, man, this is a straight way to the finals, man. Looking like to me, So I'll give it 4-1, just just for charity. You feel me? For
Just
real,
because you
but
respect
because
the season the Magic had.
and I respect the Magic, bro. I respect a lot of those things they're doing, but the depth is gonna be a problem. The big man's gonna be a problem, and I feel like the shooting's gonna be a problem in the long run. They can't keep up with the 3-point shot. I don't even think they're gonna have the attempts as many 3-point shots as Boston has made. You feel me? Like it's gonna be a
Mm.
discrepancy, like big time. They might shoot 30 shots. They might shoot 25 3-pointers, whatever, and Boston might hit 27 3-pointers or whatever off of 50 attempts. Like they do that shit like all the time. You gotta get something going. And you gotta figure something out, man. You're gonna have to lock down one of those guys, you're gonna have to lock down Tatum or Brown. Not gonna be able to do both, but one of those guys gotta get locked down every game. One guy gotta have 17, the other one probably have like 36. So it's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be tough, but I get those guys one game.
I don't even think it's just that. Just Tatum and Brown, man. When I look at the Celtics lineup, their starters and their bench, when I look at their roster, man, I don't even think it's fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair. So you could take
So you
Jason
got
Tatum
White,
and
you got
Jalen
White.
Brown. Yeah, you could take Jason Brown or Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum out of the series completely, and I think Boston still wins this in 5, 6 games.
It could be.
100%.
I mean, you have Porzingis, Kristaps Porzingis, J. Rue Holiday, Derek White is a
Did you
sensational
just say
player.
J.
Don't
Rue
get-
Holiday?
Drew
Yeah,
Holiday. Drew
It's
Holiday.
Drew Holiday.
J. Rue Holiday,
Nah,
Drew
Jay.
Holiday.
It's
J.
Drew.
Rue Holiday. I said what I said.
I
J.
ain't
Rue
never heard
Holiday.
anybody call him that.
Well, now you have. Like I said, they got J. Rue Holiday, Derek White, who's a sensational player. And bro, off the bench, Pritchard is a solid fucking guy coming off the bench. Give you that spark. Hauser, like you mentioned, comment, bro. This team is built to dominate and decimate and take
Yes,
no
sir.
fucking prisoners. Healthy Porzingis this year, going into the playoffs. It's not fair. Looking at this roster is not fair.
No,
The
no.
Magic have no chance to win this game, to win this
This is
series.
they got another
None.
big three and
100%
a half.
agree.
Big three and a
Like,
half over there.
like you said, all they're just an overall better team in every position. But even though Pablo Banchero has played as hell of a season, and Cole Anthony's has finally decided to show up. Jayson Tatum shoot the ball anywhere on the court. Kristaps Porzingis, I saw him earlier this season, literally just pick up the ball, a loose ball at mid court or at the logo, and just chuck it up. And he made like 8 threes that game. He can
Hmm.
shoot the shit out of the ball.
Yeah, yeah.
He can rebound because he's tall as hell. He's not very athletic, but he'll fight for the rebounds. Obviously, shoot the ball, like I said. Um, Pritchard can shoot. Um, that team is just stacked, and I think they've been kind of coasting this season for this moment. The playoffs are a second season, and I think they think that everybody thought that they won last year was a fluke, and now this is the time that they're going to prove them. Hey, no motherfuckers, we won it fair square. We earned it. We were that damn good, and we're going to show you we're that damn good again. I ain't picking them. I'm not saying who I'm picking to win the championship, but they're going to wax the floor with Orlando. Orlando might win one game, might, and that might just be like we'll give you that one game if Orlando comes out swinging, but I'm going Boston all day. I'll go 5 or 6 games.
Six.
Orlando would be extremely lucky if some sort of tragic accident, like someone got hurt. Like I know you said you can take Jayson Tatum and Jalen Brown out of this series, and they would still win in 5 or 6 games, barring injury from any of those. Barring injury from Tatum or Jalen Brown, or even um, what's his name, Derek White.
They're white. Hmm.
I mean, he's not really as important as to them, but He's a solid role player.
Shit, he
Barring,
be hitting.
He's that guy, bro.
I know he can
Yeah.
really shoot the ball.
He's so important.
Exactly. All right, so barring injury from Tatum, Brown, or White, Orlando might get 2 games, maybe, depending on the vibes and shit. But I'm going to take Boston. Boston in 5. I'll give Orlando at least 1 game as out of petty.
Yeah, they'll win game 4 when they're facing elimination, maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, I'll take them at 4-1 as well. They have, like I said, no chance of winning that at all. But that's no shot. That's no shade to them, man. That's no shade to them at all. Boston's just that much better. Their level's ahead of most, like every team in the league,
Every
pretty
team.
much. What Boston and OKC were the top. I mean, or no, Cleveland was the top seed.
Cleveland's #1 in the East, yeah.
So if you look at Cleveland, Oklahoma City, that's probably the only exceptions, right? Everybody else, you can say Boston is ahead of them. Like with
I can
how
say
their team looks.
I can say they're ahead of Cleveland too.
Yeah, definitely. I would too. But I'm saying like
Right,
without,
just seeded.
just yeah.
I
People can
got
make
you.
realistic arguments for them, but yeah, I get it. You know what's crazy, bro? So when Boston wins this series in 4 games or 5 games, whatever it is, and the Pistons knock off the Knicks, the Pistons play the Celtics next round.
Yeah, they do.
Fuck me. Yep. That's some
Hey man,
bullshit.
enjoy this while it's lasting, bro.
That's it.